race and one of the biggest races in the world to put that much pressure on you to win this race today?
I'm not sure how this idea came about, but I have an inkling. A phone call was received the other day in Franklin, Tennessee, at the home of our former colleague, Darrell Waltrip, who retired from broadcasting at the end of the 2019 season, asking him to fly to Palm Beach this morning and join President Trump on Air Force One on the ride up here to Daytona. So I would not be surprised if Darrell had a little hand in what we're about to see.
Maybe he's giving him some tips down there about those high banks here at Daytona.
And are the drivers excited about this? Well, here's Clint Boyer's radio.
He still paints the field? Yes. Love it. God, it's awesome.
You know, Mike,
awesome.
do you miss it? You know, are you jealous of those competitors out there? Today, right now, I am. I would love to be in this Daytona 500 field out there competing today. This is just so special.
Now, we know that at least 70 miles an hour is required to keep those cars up on the banking. Those presidential limousines, which are built on truck chassis, weigh about 22,000 pounds, will probably not be doing 70 through the 31-degree banking of turns 1 and 2. But we'll stay down on the apron.
Now, you think when he finishes this lap, is he going to do a burnout? What kind of horsepower is underneath the hood of that car?
Well, Jeff, our Fox graphic department came up with a comparison between the NASCAR Cup cars and what Secret Service calls the Beast, the presidential limousine, built by Cadillac on a truck chassis with Cadillac sheet metal. It's 2 feet longer than the Cup car, and it's a little heavier at 22,000 pounds. Horsepower and top speed is sufficient, but unknown. It's been estimated that those side windows are 5 inches thick of bulletproof glass, and that the sheet metal is some 8 inches thick, as it's fully armored. And of course, seating capacity 7 for the limo and 1 for our Cup cars.
The only thing I wish they'd have modified on that limo is put a spoiler on that rear deck. Just for NASCAR.
Well, it does have a couple of antennas for communication, after all. Not sure what those flags on the front fender are going to do for aerodynamics. Nor do we care.
I wish they'd have put a spoiler on it.
Sitting United States president to attend a race here, Ronald Reagan gave the command to start from Air Force One and was here when Richard Petty drove to his 200th victory over Cale Yarborough in a Firecracker 400. George H.W. Bush, the summer of '92, and George W. Bush,
our president,
2004 Daytona 500.
On the parade lap.
Bill Clinton campaigned at Darlington at a NASCAR race, but the president with the closest ties to the sport was Jimmy Carter. One of Jimmy's closest friends in Georgia when he was governor was Alf Knight, the longtime superintendent of Atlanta Motor Speedway. Jimmy would come down, be a visitor to the track often, and was honorary starter for a race there when he was governor. Someone on Twitter took a picture of the presidential limousine and emblazoned a NASCAR-style number 45 on the door, but that idea was rejected in favor of the presidential seat.
Yeah.
Well, we know these race fans.
Somebody Twittered and put a 45 on the Beast. That was cute, but they got rejected.
Driver, but I gotta imagine there's a lot of American flags waving out in the infield right now as we get.
Look at the crowd.
And if you're a fan of
looks like the Cheese Kingdom
limousines and the like, there is a great exhibit of presidential limousines of the past at the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan. And a big roar from the crowd as they come past. The green and American flags are waving from the flag stand.
Yes. Go. What a beautiful automobile.
Well, that's a sight for the ages right there.
You got that right.
A very special moment for our sport. After all, what sporting event would not want to have the President of the United States in attendance, much less to get the party started. Welcome to Daytona. We're ready. We've been ready for 10 days for the biggest and first race of the 2020 NASCAR Cup season, the 62nd Daytona 500. Rookie or veteran, no matter how long you've been coming to this event, there are butterflies. There have to be. Jeff Gordon has won this thing 3 times, and I'll bet even you're just a little nervous right now.
Well, we've got some rookies in the field today. I'm sure those butterflies are going crazy right now. But even the veterans, I mean, there's nothing like the buildup, the amount of hard work that goes into preparing for the Daytona 500, the biggest race of your career, one of the biggest races in the world. I guarantee you there's a lot of butterflies, but we've got 500 miles to decide the winner of this race.